You're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their. Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Clinton. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Clinton. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll run on 1st down. Myrick, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 1st down, Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. he's left with no option here but to throw it away. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Clinton eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Clinton. And he'll find Hall. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Clinton. He completes it right side to White. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off play action. Clinton. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers. And they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Throwing on first down. Clinton. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw again. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Clinton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll keep it on the ground. Myrick. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Clinton. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Looking to throw. Clinton. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kyle Pitts
there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, tell the opposing team, take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st down, Myrick. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. At the 5-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run on first down. Myron. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
26 Mike. I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. Myron. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
50 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answer.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise. And the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cox. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Got a man, it's Brown. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Now, they said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA